Visionaries, Knights of the Magical Light, Episode 3. The episode opens up with Darkstorm's henchmen wondering how they should divide the booty.
Divide the booty?
He goes on to say that all the booty should be his because he's the leader or whatever. And this guy is pissed. He's like, hey, I deserve at least a little bit of booty, right? And this violent lunatic over here stands up and absolutely loses his He KOs this guy, he backhands Darkstorm, slams this sorry bastard across the table, then he points aggressively at this dude and is like, You're alright, I won't attack you. He slams this old guy and breaks a chair over this dude's back. Man, this guy is on a rampage. Somebody give him some booty to stop the madness. Meanwhile, with the Spectral Knights, they are drowning, but this dude uses his chest talk power to escape, and Leoric uses his lion power to grab some keys from a guard, and they release the others. Back with the maniac, the chaos is still in full swing. Then all the Spectral Knights walk in and are like, oh, they're defeating themselves? Nice. Then Darkstorm grabs his magic staff and tries to use it, but its power is completely drained, which causes Darkstorm to have a full meltdown. Piece of crap staff. Half the time it's out of charge, and the other half I turn it on and it says it has to do an update. And I swear to God, every time it updates, nothing works properly, and then it can barely hold a charge. This is trash. Everyone's staff is trash. Trash, trash, trash. This f***ing shelf is trash. Ugh. And Leoric is like, Jesus, are you okay, Darkstorm? I know we're enemies, but I think you need to talk to someone. And that was a nice shelf. But the Darkling Lords refuse to confront their unresolved emotional problems, so they flee to their vehicles. And the Spectral Knights hop in some vehicles too and follow them. So they have a big battle and it's crazy, and at one point this guy pins this purple dude to the ground, but he uses his chest animal power to become a beetle and he scurries away. But it's just a little insect, so the guy simply steps on it. This guy uses his chest animal to become an armadillo, and he just curls up in a ball, and this guy picks him up and hucks him into a hole. Nothing but net. So the Spectral Knights end up defeating the Dark Lords, and everyone celebrates. But it turns out Merklyn is evil, I guess, and gives the Darkling Lords a key to help them escape. Next, the Spectral Knights are trying to help some local farmers because their crops won't grow. This guy has the idea, maybe we should go see Merklyn. Maybe there's like magic that helps with growing crops. And the villagers are like, what? I think we just need some like water and fertilizer. It's settled. We go to Merklyn and demand some more crazy nonsense. So everyone arrives at Merklyn's house, the good guys and the bad guys, and everybody wants to recharge their power staffs. But the Spectral Knights and the Darkling Lords start arguing with each other, and Merklyn is like, silence! I don't have time for this bullshit. I have a lot of my own personal problems, and I just can't be around this kind of toxic energy. Now, if you want me to recharge your staffs, you'll have to do something for me. Bring me the Dragon's Eye. And everyone's like, Dragon's Eye? Like, what's that? Silence! I know you don't know what that is, and you require more information to do the job properly, but you know that's just not my style, so now go ahead and recharge your power staffs. You get one last freebie. And the Spectral Knight's like, okay, sounds good. One Dragon Eye coming up. And they take off. But the Darkling Lords are like, f*** this and f*** you. And they attack Merklyn, unleashing all their weird staff genies at him. But the staff genies can't hurt him because of his special orb, I guess. And Darkstorm is like, luckily we have some good old-fashioned weird gold weapons. Let's go bonk that old man. But as they run into battle, the charging pool comes to life and grabs them. And Merklyn just asks them again to please just go get the Dragon's Eye. It's simple. So the Spectral Knights arrive at the site of the Dragon's Eye, but the Darkling Lords show up shortly after, and they're about to start battling, but then a giant loincloth cat breaks out of a concrete structure, interrupting them. And everyone just kind of looks at it and is like, that's weird. And then they just continue on. They all run into a building and are like, oh wow, there's a techno dragon in here. And that must be the Dragon's Eye. And this guy is really confused and just doesn't understand what's going on. So he asks his knowledge staff to help him. And the staff genie is like, what's up? What do you want to know? And he's like, I guess like, who's that? And like, what's happening? And maybe like, how many episodes of this are there? How long do we have to keep doing this? And the staff genie says, well, that dude's Felcom, huh? I think he went to school with Merklyn or something. He's evil. He's for sure evil. And then he snatches all of them up with the Techno Dragon and starts eating them in batches. First he eats these guys, and they decide to escape into the incinerator. Good luck with that. Then in the next batch, this guy uses his staff genie spider to electrocute the Techno Dragon, which defeats it. The wizard makes a run for it, but this other guy cuts him off, but the wizard distracts everyone by throwing the dragon's eye into the air, and everyone fights over it, ending with the Spectral Knights grabbing it. They return to Merklyn, and he's like, "Oh nice, the dragon's eye. Thank you. I'll charge your staffs once more for you." And Leoric is like, "That's not good enough." And Merklyn's like, "Silence! What do you mean?" And this other guy says, "We know that you need the dragon's eye, or else your special pool will lose its power." I'm not sure actually how we got that information, but here we are. "Okay, sounds good. I'll give your city some magic to help the crops grow, and yeah, you give me the dragon eye." So the Spectral Knights go spread their magic seeds, and a bunch of trees grow instantly. Yay. That's episode 3 of Visionaries Knights of the Magical Light. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.